Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, uh, so yeah, I haven't actually made a video in YouTube in 3 months. I'm actually in vacation right now at my grandma's place. You see the old ASMR video where I do like ASMR at Granny's place, there's my grandma's place, 45 seconds, something like that. Anyways, we're going to do once again maybe a partial ASMR video where you can hear some noise in the background. It's actually raining other than the aircon humming. So, I've got a little update for you, for all of you, about my collection. So, I finally have one of these clear book thingies where you put your banknotes in them. Now, I actually removed some of the banknotes that I'm gonna show you today, so I won't be able to spoil it. Sorry, my girlfriend keeps messaging me. Maybe I'll just cut the video for now. Wait. Anyways, I've already responded. Anyways, let's get to our second clear book, the banknotes. So this is the green one. I made a mistake of telling my mom to buy only two because looks like I needed three because I still have loads of banknotes in the end here. So yeah, I made a mistake. But she said, I actually showed this to her when we went out in June 12th, and she said, oh no, you need more. Anyways, so I don't know if I've showed you some of the banknotes here that I'm gonna show you today, but I do have some new ones, and I do have probably some old ones that I haven't reviewed yet, or you've probably seen, but I didn't talk about a lot about it. Yeah. So over here, I've got this. I've got the Canadian dollars. Well, I have a 5. Now I have a 10, and now I have a 20. Very nice. I've wanted to get these. Okay, there you go. She chatted again. But before I respond to her, I actually wanted to get these three denominations of the Canadian dollars, and I finally got them. So, uh, just keep wishing, just keep hoping, then you'll eventually get them. You see, I actually wished for this $10 note like back in 2020. So if you know Half Asleep Chris, actually watch his videos about banknotes and I find them really interesting. Which what also probably started this small, not really small, collection of mine. So I actually was like, oh wow, I want to get some of these banknotes, but I don't think I'll ever get them. But I guess I was wrong because I finally got one of them, especially this banknote. I've wished for this since 2020, and well, I guess 5 years went by. I finally got one of these. This is, I think, probably every collector's dream back in 2018 or 2019, but now it's probably still every collector's dream. Anyways, I'll just respond to her. Anyways, I'm back. Yeah, it was kind of short. I didn't respond that long. We always have conversations, even if I'm doing something, I still reply to her. Sometimes when I eat, like back then, I'd still reply to her, but when I told her that even though I eat, I replied to you, she was like, okay, no, you're not gonna do that anymore. You just go eat and enjoy your meal. And I was like, oh, alright. Well, actually, that was kind of a relief because I wanted to enjoy my food in peace, but of course, I still needed to keep her company though. Anyways, so I've got these Jamaican dollars over here now. Yeah. So I've got this $50 note which just arrived earlier, and I got this $100 note which is actually from months ago. So these two are both issued during my birthday. You can see 1/6/1/6, 2015, 2016. So these are two different years, but uh, they're issued during my birthday. So to be honest, I want to tell you something. I want to tell you a little secret. I buy banknotes because of how shiny they are. Banknotes catch my interest when they're shiny, but this one is an exception, to be honest. And we'll get to the others later, of course. This one is an exception. Well, other than the designs being interesting, um, they're made of both polymer and paper. They are a hybrid banknote, which is what I really find interesting. And other than that, they got a cool design, somewhat vintage. Well, not really. This is from 21st century, but I guess it is. And also, Ephemeral Rift, if you know that guy, the guy who makes ASMR videos, he has one of these Jamaican dollars, and I was like, ooh, they look really nice. I wanna get one of them. So yeah, I don't know some of the information I forgot, but this guy Samuel Sharp, he was uh he was I think a slave. Then he was like some kind of a revolution with the slaves. Then they got them all set free. I don't know if I'm right. I'm so sorry if there is any Jamaicans watching this. And over here is Sir Donald Sangster. He was the Prime Minister of Jamaica. That's all I know. The back has Dunn's River Falls. You probably know this. It's a very famous place in Jamaica. The back has Doctor's Cave Beach. I don't really know much about that. Oh yeah, we forgot about Canada. Well, most of Canada's banknotes before they feature prime ministers. Look at this one. This is a 5. This is a very crisp 5 that my grandma gave me. We have Sir Wilfrid Laurier, who was a prime minister. Who was a prime minister. I don't know what just happened to my voice. The back has Canadarm. It's actually Canadarm and not Canada Arm. I'm so sorry. It's Canadarm et d'extrain. C'est en français et anglais. Oui, je parle deux langues. Ouais, c'est trois langues. Français, anglais, and Philippine. Anyways, you can see I have an older video with a $5 note, which is very used, and the shiny stuff was kind of getting worn out, but now I got a new one. I traded the old one away for a new one. Actually, well, I had a $5 banknote, and she gave me another one, which is this one. And I traded the other banknote with a, well, where the shiny stuff isn't still worn out, but I ended up giving it to my cousin, because why not, you know? $10 note has a Viola Desmond. She was a black Nova Scotian woman who was, well, she was protesting against the racial segregation back then in Canada. So what she did is she entered a whites only cinema. She was forced to, she was told to get out, but she didn't until she was eventually dragged out by the guards. And because of that, she is commemorated in this banknote, or remembered as you say. Over here is the northeast end of Halifax. That is where my uncle currently is. And I think this banknote is very famous in Halifax. I just hope that the aircon is not really blowing air into the mics right now. If it is, I'm so sorry. The back has the Canadian Museum for Human Rights, which is in Winnipeg. I thought it was in Halifax, but it's in Winnipeg, unfortunately. And over here we got section, wait, this is section 15 in the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. It's both in English and French. Let me test my French over here. La loi ne fait exception de personne et s'applique également à tous. Et tous ont droit à la même protection et au même bénéfice de la loi, indépendamment de toute discrimination. Every individual is equal before and under the law, and has the right to the equal protection and equal benefit of the law without discrimination. As calming as this section sounds, there's still some racism happening in Canada, but it's not really like a big type of racism anymore. It's kind of unheard, but I guess it still needs to be heard. It's not really a big type, but of course, they still need to eradicate that racism. Over here in the 20. Alright, I had to cut the video. I'm so sorry. My grandma just barged into the room. Anyways, in the $20 note, we have Queen Elizabeth II. Oh, she was the Queen of Canada. Now they're actually updating the design with King Charles III, like the $10 design. To be honest, I don't want to see another monarch in Canada's banknotes. They should take Australia's direction of redesigning the $5 note that they have. Because Australia, they said they were going to, they are going to redesign it into First Nations design with like the indigenous stuff. And I was like, oh, that's great, but like, why don't you put Steve Irwin instead? Isn't he a big icon or something? But that's the RBA's choice, so yeah. So for these other banknotes, I don't really know the images and stuff, so if you're from that country, I'm so sorry. But I just know the information on these ones. Well, I vaguely know it, but yeah. This is a last minute video that I thought of because I haven't made a video in a long time in YouTube, so yeah. Also, I spent a lot of time with her during our last days. Uh, if you went to my playlist and see my video, she's actually switching to a different school, and that's sad. But I explained a lot why. I just explained why her switching to a new school stuff was like the world's plan or something. Just go to my playlist and if you see the For You in there, click that, then you watch the video. I kind of cried it till the end, but I don't really care. That's how I really feel about her. So the $20 note has the monument, uh, is the monument commémoratif de Canada à Vimy, or the Canadian National Family Memorial. So this memorial over here, this actually remembers or commemorates all the soldiers who died in World War One. I actually don't know if I am right. It could be World War Two, could be any other war, but this commemorates or remembers all the soldiers that died in the war. Over here are poppies. These once again commemorates the soldiers that died. And other than Canada, if you're a British viewer, you might be familiar with them. If you're an Australian or Kiwi viewer or New Zealander, you're also familiar with them. Or basically, if you're in the Commonwealth with closer British ties, you're familiar with them. I don't know about the Maltese and the Cypriots though. So yeah, colorful and nearly colorful, but that doesn't matter. Every banknote still has value, no matter how colorful or bland they are. Next up is the Mongolian Tegreg. So these two banknotes over here I have, they're actually uncirculated. I don't know about this though, but it is almost uncirculated, if you would say. So the guy on the front, he was the founder of, well, the Mongolian People's Party. I'm so sorry if I have any Mongolian viewers, hopefully I get that right. In the higher notes, however, we feature Genghis Khan. In the watermarks, though, they have Genghis Khan. If we you see that. Now, why did I buy these Mongolian banknotes in the first place? Well, if you were listening to me earlier, you know that I like shiny stuff, right? Well, these are the updated versions of the Mongolian Tegreg, and they have the shiny stuff. Ooh, there's an insect. Never mind. And I like the shiny stuff, so I bought them. And they have the security stripe in the back. So I think the 100 is purple, just like our 100 peso bill here in the Philippines. So I have a 20 Tagrag, a 50 Tagrag, and a 100 Tagrag. The back, however, they all feature the same thing, which is horses in a field. Now these are both so are these, but except for these three. Now these three down here, however, they are given. Of course they would be given. And these three as well, they are given. Uh this was given to me by my grandma recently. No, she did not die, so don't worry, it's not a sob story. Since I was staying here, she actually told me that she kept a Qatari banknote for me. I was like, oh, Qatari banknote, never had one of those. I know, I can't wait so much. Like, when she opened the cabinet that she barely opens, I was like, hey, maybe the bills are in there. She was like, oh, yeah, right, I think it is here. And she pulled out an envelope and it wasn't there, and I was like, oh, yay. So I got these three Qatari banknotes. These are the older versions. So the back has a dhow vessel, I think, or a dhow ship. This is also featured in the Kuwaiti dinars. The front features the coat of arms, of course. That's every Middle Eastern country. They feature the coat of arms. Wait, let me see this. So we have Saudi riyals here. If you have Qatar, you have Saudi. So this is an older Saudi riyal which I found in my aunt's old wallet. So I was actually snooping through her wallet and I saw the bills and like I asked it for my grandma and she was like, "Oh yeah, you could just get those, yeah, whatever." I actually found another bill, um, which is an old Philippine bill, which is this 2 pesos note. Yeah, this was also in her wallet. This was during the Marcos era, I think. It has Jose Rizal. The back has the Independence, what do you call this? The Independence background, I guess. Same 4 to 5 too, in the recent issue, or the recent series, but now they got it into 2000. Also, she just replied again, I'm so sorry. Alright, so we're back calling again. I just replied to her, and if she replied back, um, oh, she just did. I'll respond to her. Anyways, I just told her I'm actually making a video, and she apologized, but it's actually alright. I don't really mind. No, it's just a silly little video. Nice. Well, I'll just I'll just reply to her 1 minute. Okay, that actually just took me seconds. Anyways, you see this old 1 real banknote that was from my aunt's wallet, old wallet. Actually, she still had her old pictures there, which was interesting. I saw her when she was young. Other than that, I saw my dad and my uncle there when they were young. I don't remember, but I think I think she was the only one in there. Maybe it's some other guy. I don't know. Anyways, the back of this bill has the airport of Saudi Arabia. I don't know if this airport is still operating. Probably not. Anyways, I'm so sorry. So over here is an old 1 real note. No, well, not really old. This is a 2012 issue. It features the previous king, and he died in 2015, I think. See, this is 2012 issue. The back features the Saudi Arabia Monetary Agency building, and over here they got this thing. This is actually from the coat of arms. They got an old Saudi coin in the middle. I think they always show that. No, they don't. So for this one. So, rest in peace to you, sir. Anyways. Okay, so we were just talking about like how did we meet or something, and she wants to see the old chat where we talked again. If you watch the video from that playlist, you would understand why she wants to see the time that we talked again. So after this video, maybe watch that video if you have the time. Anyways, while all of that past chat is loading, let's review another banknote. So, oh, I see you eyeing this $2 note from Singapore. It does look interesting. Oh, I should just reply. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's just review the banknote, then I'll reply to her. It's like I'm multitasking, but of course, I still have to put her. So I've been actually wanting to get one of these for a while, and I finally did. And I'm so happy because this has been actually a long dream of mine to get a Singaporean dollar. I want to get the 2, the 5, and the 10. Because other than that, they got an interesting design, and of course, they're made of polymer. I love polymer banknotes. Yeah. Anyways, the old chats are still loading. I was trying to scroll up, but yeah, it didn't happen. Anyways, back to the point. I wanted to get one of these for a while, just like how I wanted to get the $10 Hong Kong note for a while, and I finally got it. I was so happy. And we were talking during that time. Okay, I should stop. So I wished this since last year. I had a goal to buy a Singapore dollar. Also, it's pronounced as Singapore, not Singapore. Well, if you're an English speaker, it could be Singapore. But if, well, you wanna get it right, it's Singapore. See, every civilizations can pronounce this, it's a nga. So the front features Yusuf bin Ishak. He was the first president of Singapore. He was the guy who calmed down all the racial riots that happened in Singapore back before they were independent, I think. This racial riot is actually the reason why Singapore exists, because of the clash between the Malays and the Chinese. They had to kick Singapore out because it was Chinese. It was full of Chinese people, and they didn't. I don't really know, but I don't think Malaysia kicked Singapore out because Malaysia was racist. Malaysia kicked Singapore out because they were having riots, like literally riots. So of course, to solve this problem, they had to do that, which resulted in Singapore's independence and the good leadership of Lee Kuan Yew. Though he is a very controversial person, which is why he wasn't put in the banknote and it was Yusuf bin Ishak instead. So over here is the Merlion, which is a security feature. You can see it's a gold like foil thing, but if you tilt that, you can see the coat of arms. Oh my gosh, this light over here, bro. Oh yeah, let me use a different light so you can see that. I don't know if you see that, but there's the coat of arms. Yeah. Oh, there you are. There you are. It's the coat of arms. And over here in the clear window, you can see the coat of arms once again. And over here is a shadow image of Yusuf bin Ishak and another Merlion. That's actually a security feature too. That's a see-through register. There's race printing, or intaglio printing, or intaglio, on both the front and the back. And there's an embossed printing in this smaller window over here, just number 2. Oh yeah, UV features, but maybe in another video, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if this is a security feature. You can vaguely see the outline of Singapore, you know, the island itself. I have no idea if that's a security feature or not, but it probably is. So how do you tell the year on Singaporean banknotes? These shapes over here. Yes, these shapes. So these are two triangles. This means that it was issued in 2011. Yeah. Now over here I've got two more banknotes from the Caribbean. Unfortunately, they were not issued during my birthday, but that's fine. So we have different dates of issues. This is from 2002 to 2006. This is from the same country. They're both from the same country, of course. This is from Trinidad and Tobago, if you can't read that. So you can notice there's some difference. This one has a line over here. This one has no lines. This one is in much better condition, unlike this one. The back just features the building of the central bank, but it features another image here on the side. The front has different kinds of birds, which I don't know. But let's just say this is an albatross, this is a kawaii, and that's the coat of arms on the front. They always put the coat of arms. Over here, we have Turkish banknotes, which I've probably reviewed in a different video. And these Trinidad and Tobago notes too, I think we've probably reviewed them in a different video. I don't really know. So, I did review this in a different video, but I don't know about this. So you see, I have finally obtained a 5 Turkish liras. I've actually wanted to get these banknotes, you know, from the current series, and I finally got them. These are both from 2017. I thought they were from 2009, which is the year I was born, but no, they weren't. In all of the banknotes, even in the hyperinflation, they feature Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. He was, well, yeah, Ataturk, father of the Turks. He was a benevolent dictator, as they call it, just like Lee Kuan Yew. He made great laws for Turkey, which is why he's in the banknote. The back features, well, mathematician and a scientist. This one over here is a mathematician. ORD Professor Dr. Kahid Arf. He actually has his own equation from what I've read. Over here is ORD Professor Dr. Aydin Saylı, I think, if that's how you read it. Kahit Arf Aydin Saylı. I'm trying to read Turkish. I kind of know how to read Turkish, but I don't really know if I'm reading it right. This guy over here was a scientist, as you can see. Well, he actually is. I don't know if I'm reading this right. 5 Türk lirası, 10 Türk lirası, Türkiye Cumhuriyet Merkez Bankası. I have no idea if I'm reading that right. I'm so sorry to my Turkish viewers. And I bought them because of this, of course. Like I said, I love shiny stuff. And I love polymer banknotes too, which is why I bought this. This is a 10,000 dong banknote. Oh, I love 10,000 dong. Well, I actually want to get a 20,000 dong, which I don't know if I'm gonna get it soon, or maybe in a few years. The front features Ho Chi Minh, who was the founder of the Vietnamese Communist Party, and, well, you know why he's on the note, because they won against the Vietnam War, and he's here now. The back features an off offshore oil rig platform. Why am I saying things weird tonight? So yeah, and over here you can see another embossed printing. So yeah, these are all my new banknotes, or probably some old ones that I didn't read. So I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you found this video interesting. to be honest, this is what I want to make videos about, just money, because money is colorful. I don't want to sound like a greedy person, but money, we need money in our daily lives, of course. Without money, I wouldn't be able to buy these, and without money, no one would work hard for anything. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video, which is probably in another 3 months, and goodbye.